Oh, speak, bitch. Come on now.
Hello, pretzels, and welcome back to the tripod. We have returned to talk this past week in wrestling, of course. But this week we're gonna get the other shows out of the way first, because we had the usuals. We had AEW, we had TNA and NXT. But first, just because I like TNA way more than AEW, we're gonna dabble in TNA.
Why would you start with
Besides
the shit?
Besides Joe Hendry calling Josh Alexander Kurt Angle from Wish, it was a decent episode. There's nothing to write home to mom about. It's just kind of it was alright. But Sticks, did you find anything? What's your highlight of this past week's Impact?
Um, just something that happened a little bit backstage that I kind of got my radar up. Josh Alexander approached two guys, I forget their name, that were in a tag team that had lost. Kind of talking to him, being like, "Hey, I could give you some advice on stuff." Maybe Josh is like, I can't do this by myself. Maybe I'll take a couple of young guys under my wing, and maybe get maybe it's the beginning of a faction. Maybe it's the beginning of some help. That kind of got my attention a little bit. Outside that, I mean, seems like next week is going to be pretty good. We're going to find out next week who the number one contender to go in to face the wanted effing man, Dolph Nemeth, at Bound for Glory. So, I mean, outside that, it was an all right episode. I mean, Mox Slamovich got some TV time with Matt and face paint fiend Jeff Hardy. So, it's all right. Yeah.
It was alright. Caesar, anything stand out to you on this past week's Impact?
Yeah, this Russian bitch know English. You mean tell me this bitch ain't spoke English at any point in time on this fucking show at Impact? Bitches don't know no English. That happened. I think that new bitch is trying to get elegant. I think that happened. I can't remember what be happening on these shows, man. I watched this shit. I've been drinking, you know.
Well, we got to give a special shout out to the NXT crossovers, Carly Bright and Kendall Gray.
Oh, yeah, Carly Bright. Yeah, that old tagger matchup. Yeah. They had an old tagger matchup.
Can I just say this? The back and forth between Santino and the Ariana.
The liaison.
Whatever. Ariana. The back and forth is what makes tuning in great. We saw it a week ago. We saw it this week. This is what's going to make this great, because we had talked about the backstage character that Ariana has. Now,
great work.
Yeah, now you're getting that with her dad, who we know does great character work, still doing great character work. Now we get that on TNA. Woo, man.
So good. Oh, also, in the main event, that bitch with the neck brace was trying to cheat. And my boys came out, they got some TV time because they always trying to help two whites that want to end racism, fight two whites that want to keep January 6th alive. And so my boys, the A to B to C, came out there. Because we all know. We've seen on TikTok, Sticks, you need to get on TikTok so I can send you some TikToks. We all know on TikTok, if you ask a random black man, 5 greatest white people of all time, Jeff Hardy's on that list. Black people love Jeff Hardy. Okay. Because he crazy. He white man, he crazy. But he for the people, man. He like to get fucked up and go to work. Who don't? I like to get fucked up, go to work all the time. That's sometimes the only way I get through work is knowing I'm getting fucked up after work. It's usually Jeff Hardy and Tony Hawk are two of the greatest white people of all time. That's because Sticks, you ain't famous. If you was famous, you'd be up there. You one of my top 5 white people of all time. Because we cool. Not Sangria, because he channeled a racist. He channeled a cotton picking mass of racists. Sangria can go to hell.
You can usually tell because that eye starts going a little wonky.
Yeah, it gets a little wonky, it gets a little trip. You know what I'm saying?
When the racism's starting to go through the veins.
We should have known early with Coloration Nation the way Massa Michaels. See, there we go. See, here we go. See, the Discoloration Nation was the first catalyst we should have seen, because we know Shawn Michaels got an eye for hot women. You know what I'm saying? Wearing scantily clad wrestling gear. And we should have known Sangria was his vessel, like an evil racist demon.
Cesar completely lost track of what he was talking about to begin with.
No, I didn't. I was talking about top 5 white people. And I said, you can't get in, but Sticks is in, because Sticks is a man of the people. I know what I'm talking about. I ain't that drunk yet. I'm getting there. But I ain't that sauced yet. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, that shit. The liaison, Santino, and then Jordan Grace is gonna fight some bitches next week. Yeah, we gonna know who gonna fight Dolph Ziggler. I don't care though.
It's gonna be Joe Henry.
I don't care. That street fight was good.
Yeah,
the street fight was good. It was a weird ending with the stage and the table, but the street fight was pretty good. I ain't mad at old. Do 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 do. And old Mexican cracker from New York doing dirt. I won't mad at him. A little street fight to put in the middle of the show. See, they put it at a good time to put it in the middle of the show. The show was lacking a little bit. They put that shit on. And then, it had the main event, after and some other shit. But all in all, I would say didn't blow my socks off, but good show. And the king of TNA came out and did his thug thizzle with his scarf and his no shirt having ass. He just need a little ditty baby oil, and he'd be just like Trick Willie. He'd be up there for top white people if he started putting the baby oil with the jacket like Mello and Trick. He need to learn something from NXT. Put the baby oil on, King. Put the baby oil on, King. Ain't nothing wrong with little baby oil.
Well, up next, it's Saturday night, and you know what that means, because I watched Collision.
Okay.
Oh boy. There's only 3 reasons really to watch Collision. That's Nigel, Mariah,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll give him some credit. He is entertaining to watch with the flippy dippy. And that's hologram. He is Saturday exclusive. He's all right. They're putting him in tag matches now, which is
okay.
Meh.
So you're saying you didn't watch Wednesday?
I did, but I didn't take notes. Mariah versus Lady Frost. Lady Frost is very clunky. You could tell she's not as green as some of the other women, but I guess stick her on a Saturday because not many people watched.
Yeah, right.
But Mariah, of course, Mariah blowing Nigel a kiss. Like he was all, oh my God.
None of that death.
Of course, it's always hilarious. But other than that, I mean, Queen Aminata versus Serena Deeb was actually a good women's match. The main event was so fucking dumb. It had cluster Pokemon written all over it. It was a 10-man tag. It's like Tony Ski said, all right, you guys just go kill some time. We don't have a plan. Just go out there and everyone gets a TV check. You got your stick 316. But then the end of the show was really I'd say awkward because Tony Skeets probably told him in his headset, all right, Nigel, we got 10 minutes. Say whatever you want. Go in the ring. whatever, just kill 10 minutes. He's like, all right, all right. So he did.
Boy,
Yeah, oi. He's just, of course, poured out all his hate for Bryan Danielson as per usual.
probably good.
But when he was in the ring, like he would say something and like spit would come out of his mouth, and then he'd go, and then he would say something else. I was just like, is someone gonna come out like this? It was just so awkwardly timed. I mean, Nigel, like I said, one of the reasons to watch on Saturdays, but it was just kind of weird. Like the timing was weird. They might have done him some more benefits if this was a backstage thing, or maybe like a vignette like he did the
So you're
week.
saying it was a bad promo?
Not bad. It was just slightly awkward because he was taking long pauses.
Okay.
It was a little.
No, I didn't watch, so I'm
Yeah, no,
seeking to
it
understand.
wasn't bad because he says what he says, you believe what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
But just the if you do watch it, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you do, you'll notice that he says something. There's like a for Mississippi, the crowd is making a little bit of noise, and then he says some more shit. It just kind of seemed like there was someone in his ear going, keep going, keep going. We got 3 minutes left. Keep going.
It would have benefited if they would have did like they did. What was it, like a week ago Saturday, where he cut it before the crowd showed up when him and Tony, because it was just like me and Chris said. He'd say something, he's waiting for like the crowd to react, and then he really didn't. I
There
mean,
was no pop.
yeah, I mean, Nigel, I'm gonna chalk it up that it's probably one of his first like live promos in quite a while.
And since he probably retired from wrestling, yeah.
Exactly. So maybe this is what you needed to do for him to get timing down, to be like, okay, now I know what I need to do going forward.
Mhm.
Or if you're Tony, you have him cut this shit before the crowd shows up like they did 2 weeks ago. The back and forth between him and Chabone before he walked down the ring, it was all right. I mean, I liked it because they do have history between those two. And of course, the t-shirt he had, the Brian fears Nigel, and then below it, hashtag American Coward. That was great. That's probably already up there become a #1 seller on pro wrestling tees. But yeah, it was just
I would
I'm about to look it up.
I would chalk the main event segment as something they needed to put together a video package before their match on Grand Slam. I think he just said, go out there, make sure we get the crowd behind you, start spitting everywhere when they're talking. We're going to use this footage as a video package for your match against Brian on Grand Slam. So that's what I chalked it up to. But again, no Nigel hate here. It was just awkwardly timed, Sticks. Any thoughts on anything All Elite this past week?
I definitely would say that the main event on Wednesday was better than how the main event on Saturday went. Main event on Wednesday, Cesar probably going to talk a little bit about it too, was 6-man tag. You had Bucks and Okada taking on Ospreay and the Proto Star, Cal Fletcher, and Take Shitta. It was a good match. I mean, it was flippy dippy, had your spots, all that stuff. It was something you figured would go in you would have going into this Wednesday, which is going to be Grand Slam. So it was worth it. I'm interested to see where they're going to go, because I'm going to be very surprised if they take the tag titles off the Bucks and put them on Fletcher and Ospreay. So is this what pushes Fletcher over? Because there's that awkwardness between Take Shitta and Ospreay. They even kind of showed it during the match and then afterwards. So it makes me kind of wonder, is this what's going to push him over? And like the doubt, and like Kyle goes with Don Callis and they shun Ospreay, but also too, Ospreay, I think in like 2 to 3 weeks is going to be facing Ricochet. So does this
Wait,
also
they're not.
lead
I thought they were fighting at Grand Slam. Are they not?
The week
He's
after.
got the tag match at
The
Grand
week-
Slam.
At Grand Slam, but the week after, yeah, you're right.
I think, yeah. So is that when the lose, Fletcher turns, costs him the match, and then at Wrestle Dream, do we get Fletcher and Ospreay, which isn't going to be a bad match? I mean, I think Ospreay's going to carry it, but Fletcher, I think, can hold his own with Ospreay. But I mean, I digress. The main event on Wednesday was way better than the main event on Saturday. So I would recommend watching that over what happened. I mean, obviously do watch Nigel, but like Mangria said, it was very awkward. But wrestling wise, main event wise, Wednesdays was better. The storyline in the future going forward will be interesting. So that's all I got for ATW.
Caesar, also, I heard, of course, I fall down the Twitter rabbit hole that Rampage is ending and they're going to bring Shockwave to FS1. I don't know
Some
if it's
shit like
true.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I heard. But Caesar, your
Our
thoughts,
collision is ending, and they're bringing Shockwave. One of them's ending.
your thoughts on All Elite this past week.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to talk about.
All right.
Actually, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. First, they fucked up that Nigel McGuinness media package.
Oh yeah,
They try,
the technical difficulties.
Throughout
they
the
go back
whole
to
show
Canada.
on Wednesday, throughout the whole show.
Mm-hmm. They let you sick fuck over the air. I was like, yo, I understand shit and ass, but you can't say fuck over the air. Speaking of you sick fuck, this fucking racist John Moxley. He racist? You gon' first of all, you gonna give that promo to Private Party? They know they've been there 5 years. They know they've been held down.
Oh yeah.
There should have been a reason to try to turn them. Because the BBC all about fighting and trying to turn them to join John Moxley's group to be the tag team. Not the trios, but a tag team in John Moxley's group. And then you gonna hit that nigga in the hand with a hammer? You January 6th loving ass cracker. Renee, I can't believe you ride this dick at night. You sit there and you ride this penis of a known racist, a January 6er. Thought you were better than that. Thought you was better.
She rides it by the light of the burning cross in the front yard.
I bet she does. Racist bitch.
Well, she's got to blade him as she's riding him too. She got.
Yeah, you're right. She does got to cut him. He is a little bit of Max. He's a little 50 Shades of Mox here. But you gonna take this nigga's hand out? Whatever. They was talking about they was gonna get that one cracker that Kevin Owens tagged with, and they were gonna show up for the trios title, possibly win, because Wheeler Yuta ain't shit. The other two crackers is good. I'll give you that. Probably would have been a good ass match. But anyway,
Oh yeah.
I digress. Yeah, technical difficulties with Nigel. Well, throughout the night, technical difficulties. Throughout the night, dumb crackers. Why are we on Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho again? Is this what?
Look
What?
who's in charge.
Is this 2022? Why is Jericho mad about the jacket now? It's been 2 years. Why are you mad about the jacket?
4 years.
Why are we doing this? Okay, 4 years. Why are we doing this again? Turn this shit off. Nobody cares. Okay. Nobody cares about the fucking jacket. Everybody cares that Private Party is back. And then you want to hit that nigga with a broken hand so that they're off air again because you're being racist. You're being is it just one black tag team at a time, huh? Huh? Is it claim time?
Gone, so someone's got to pick up the slack.
I guess so. Sting must be in the back producing, and he's like, "There's too many niggas on this show, so you got to get rid of one." Fuck.
Well, he used Sting's bat to break that kid's hand. I don't know if you saw it.
He used Sting's hammer. I seen it. That shit said Sting on the handle. That racist fuck. Okay, and he was like, "Make sure it's got some nigga blood on it, so I can drink it backstage and keep my life going." I digress about that. Didn't that Queen Amidala bitch fight Serena Deeb in a tag team on Wednesday? And Mariah won't doing shit. That shit, I thought that shit was great. Mariah was in a tag team. She won't doing shit for like the first half of the match. She just letting Serena Deeb beat these bitches up and get her ass whooped. And she's like, fucking champ, man, gotta be here. Fuck this shit. Oh, bitch dying. Yeah, let me go ahead and get this dub. And then just grabs the title and hits this bitch in the head. like she been doing. She's like, I don't give a fuck about this win. I'm the champ, bitch. I don't give a fuck. It's good work by Mariah. I'm gonna give that good work by Mariah. She don't give a shit about wins and losses in tag team matches. She just here to beat bitches and keep her title. Good work. Good work by her. Serena Deeb actually wrestling again after having a stroke or whatever. Putting on bangers, putting in reverses. Good for you, Serena Deeb. You need to go to NXT, though. That's where the talent is. That's where the talent is. It's in NXT. Come on, son. Come on. It ain't on Raw. It ain't on SmackDown. It ain't on Raw because unless you're Liv Morgan or Rhea Ripley, you don't matter. SmackDown is a little bit better. You know, everybody gets a shot over there. They got the tag champs. Bianca wrestling EO was good as shit a couple weeks ago on Monday, so I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. But SmackDown, they got like 4 or 5. They got like 4 or 5 bitches wrestling. You know, doing work, doing dirt. But if you're on NXT, yeah, you can get in a fucking you can get a story and like that. You know, Master Michael slap your ass against anybody and you fight. That's where talent is. That's where talent is. What else happened? I don't even know what else happened. I don't care. Young
Before
Bucks
we
did
move
some
on,
fuckery.
I forgot to mention on Saturday, my favorite part of the Outrunners. They're starting to grow on me now. My favorite part of the Outrunners is that you son of a bitch, the fucking double elbow drop they do, that is fucking hilarious. I'm becoming a
Oh,
fan.
and one more thing. We're getting Jamie Hayter back in the ring.
Yeah, versus Soraya in a Soraya's rules match.
Was that
Yeah.
not awkward of like that backstage segment between Soraya and Harley Cameron with the
pop.
notes?
No pop. It was dead silent. No one.
Apparently Renee thought it was funny because she retweeted it when the bitch ate the paper.
Oh yeah, that was.
The
It was
bitch ate the
dumb.
paper and then fucking and then she fucking spat. Oh, how has Stokely tweeted about his girl showing up for TNA? She getting ready to show up for TNA. What's that? Zia Lee.
Oh yeah.
In Zia Lee about to show up for TNA?
Yeah,
Has
this
Stokely
comes-
tweeted about yeah, Stokely needs to get back on them tweets. Zia Lee showing up at TNA, which is good for her. I don't know why she was released from. How you gonna be released from WWE and then sign a TNA? Like that's pretty much saying you're signed by WWE again. Like let's really be honest. Hey, if she can make something work and get some stories and get some
They
shit,
might have been in cahoots. They might have been like, look, Xylee, for now you're going, but they're gonna sign you into
yeah.
work on your skills, your promo skills for sure.
And then you can come right back.
And you maybe will come back. Maybe an NXT thing, who knows? Maybe.
Yeah.
But with
Because,
that,
yeah, they sent her up to the main roster and she had nothing. She had nothing.
she had a cool entrance.
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
it. With that being said, it's time for the A show of the week. It's time for NXT. That's right. All Teeth kicks off the program with the contract signing between Trick and All Ego. All Ego does Booker's gimmick for Trick's theme. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
NXT crowd still singing the Joe Hendry's All Ego song. Of course, shit talking leads to violence. Trick put through the table. Contract didn't get signed. Tony D tries to boss Hammerstone around. Hammerstone ain't having it. They're going to fight tonight, I guess. Lyra and Tatum versus Rosemary and Chu. This is the Lyra I've been wanting to see for a while now. I wanted Lyra to exit the main championship scene and stick with the tag team with Tatum back when she was in NXT originally. But now I think both will benefit from this. Tatum's wedgie is the star of the night. Thank you, cameraman. Lyra hits nothing but net, putting away Rosemary. 0-3 for Rosemary. NXT. Cesar, what do you think? We had the contract signing.
Mm.
And Tony D and Hammerstone button heads, and then the tag team women's match.
Yeah, all teeth, all titties was out there in that ring. She trying to get these crackers to sign this old contract, you know, because they gonna fight for the title in Chicago, right? So yeah, not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. They're gonna fight for the title in Chicago, you know. And Crackers got a sign, but they talking shit. Trick out there, baby oiled up like he fresh from a Diddy party. You know what I'm saying? You know, he ain't got a
The
dildo.
title, that should be the title of this episode.
What, fresh from a
Fresh
Diddy
from
party?
Party. See how many
Yeah,
more
man.
hits I get.
Baby old up, man. Trick stay baby old up, man. He rocking that S. Johnson and Johnson no, Sean Johnson and Johnson. That's what it is. Sean Johnson and Johnson deal. So you gotta stay. You gotta stay baby old up. You know, him and Mello, baby old up. You know what I'm talking about. Got that damn vest on that ain't buttoned, but he baby old up underneath that shit. Just putting oil on that vest for no goddamn reason. You know, ego out there with his glasses and shit, trying to look like he intelligent. Dumb nigga. Anyway, I digress. Nigga don't need them shits. Yeah. All titties sitting there talking them crackers about the match and shit. And then Trick got some injury. He ain't 100%. Dumb nigga said he ain't 100%. Oh, why you telling nigga you ain't 100%? Why you telling nigga you ain't 100%? I ain't telling no nigga I'm 100%. I'm telling nigga I'm 120%. I don't care if I was in the last minute standing match, falling off no goddamn 12 feet in the air on through a table on some bullshit, ran through a fucking timekeeper's table. I'm telling that nigga I'm great. I'm super nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit can't hurt me. Only thing that can hurt me is white women with deep throat. And I ain't see one in the ring. That's what I'm saying. That's what I told a bitch. That's what I told a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, Dr. Umar. I'll take a white woman with a deep throat. You ain't stopping me, nigga. Anyway, I digress. They yapping, and he go through a table like a son of a bitch, all teeth all spazzing out. Nobody signed a contract because, they talking shit. And then, whatever. And then what was the first match?
The first match was Lyra and Tatum versus Rose and Chu.
So then we got some bitches out here. Not to call no bitch no hoe. You know what I'm talking about. We love the ladies here on the tripod. But we got this crazy ass hoe, and we got her friend who on the main roster making good money, coming back down to save her crack ass. From these two ignorant bitches, I don't know what kind of shit they are. Bitch got a machete, but she don't want to cut a bitch. And the other bitch is just tired. Give her fucking NyQuil or some lean, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe 3 shots of tequila so she can get in a bed and put her legs up in the air and get ran through by a nigga and put her ass to sleep. Because, he deep dicking that shit like Ice Cube, like he said in that song back in the day. My Jimmy run deep, so deep, put her ass to sleep. You know what I'm talking about. Get
her some NyQuil so that way she can get that sleepy choo-choo ran on her.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It ain't even no NyQuil, man. You give a bitch good dick, hit the, shit, a clean dick, put your ass to sleep. You know what I'm saying? 2 shots of tequila. You know what I'm saying? A Plan B omelet and 3 fists of bourbon. I put a bitch out. You know what I'm saying? First you go down. Look, I'm gonna tell you the plan. Okay, we got time because we skipped the other 2 shows. I'm gonna tell you the plan. Look. First of all, you get a young lady, man. Get out the shower. Then you eat some ass. Okay, you got to eat some ass.
Hold on. This, little Zank. This is what you need to do when you become appropriate age.
Yeah. Tell Papa Zank to save this file for when you come older. Say, look, you get her out the shower, right? Because she's been shaking her ass at the club or wrestling, right? Then you put it down. You get some peanut butter or jelly, whatever you like better, man. No, peanut butter or syrup. Sorry, prison style. Peanut butter or syrup, prison style. Look, you put the syrup in her ass like a pancake because she got cakes, right? Fat ass, she got cakes. Little cakes, right? Put in there. You eat that ass, boy. Woo! She already juiced up. So by the time you lay that thing and then you get the piping, you got to save the doggy style for last because that's what's going to put her out. Get her to bite that pillow like a gay man at a gay bar on Friday night because you hitting the doggy style from the back. You hit that shit, girl, like a machine gun. Like a machine gun, boy. You got to hit that shit real quick, like for the last 3 minutes. Then you bust one in her. She go to sleep, right? You get on them pills like Shannon Sharp. Promote them pills. You get them pills, them Rose Sparks. See, I already know what it is. I already signed up. Shannon was in it. That's Mama Michelle. You know what I'm saying? You don't know this bitch name, though. You got to take her to Starbucks in the morning to get her name on her coffee order because you don't know this bitch because you was drunk at the club or in the wrestling ring when you found her, right? But after you hit that shit and you put her to sleep, then you got to set your alarm. You be like, Alexa, wake me up at 7:15. And then you got to put that Plan B omelet. You know what I'm saying? You got to sprinkle that shit because you can't trust these hoes. They're going to have your baby and try to take your money. You know what I'm saying? Now, once you get over 30, get you a vasectomy so you can just bust in these hoes.
By the
when
way,
they get pregnant by somebody else.
A wrestling match happened, by the way.
I'm speaking here.
We had two women tag teams take on each other.
I can't talk to the
Lyra
people.
and Tatum versus Rosemary and Chusey.
Jesus Christ. All right.
What'd you think?
Well, after all that, give it a Plan B omelet, though. After all that, there was a wrestling match. And when you have your wrestling match with that girl, make sure she falls asleep and then search her phone to see who she really fucking and get yourself checked out at the free clinic. But anyway, there was a tag team wrestling match, right? Between some hoes. And yeah, you're right, Sangria. This shit was good. Tatum Paxley and Lyra, great chemistry work. Looks like they actually did make a bond when Lyra was down there. Before she went up to the main show, they was cooking. You know, Rosemary, got pay dues, nigga. I mean, you coming up from TNA to getting them WWE checks. We know Tripp's paying you more than whoever owns TNA right now. That's right. It's not Scott Demure. Shit. I don't know who owns that fucking shit company anymore. Not shit company, but we don't know. But yeah, look. You got to pay your dues. You got to lose to a little couple people with the machete. You can't be chopping bitches no more. But there's some stars, Lyra here. They're trying to build up Tatum Paxley. They might be trying to take her up top to fight the lesbian power experience. I don't know what the fuck these bitches call themselves. They doing shit on Raw. Whatever they doing. How is Shayna a lesbian with them crooked ass teeth? Like, is she not biting no clits? Like, that's what I want to know. It's like, is the clit not getting stuck in between her teeth? Her teeth is really fucked.
No, hold on, Cesar.
I digress.
I'm gonna jump on this with you. If you saw a lesbian, if you're a lesbian and you saw this lesbian about to go down on you, wouldn't you be terrified that this bitch is gonna? They call her the box cutter. If you're lesbian and they call you the
had
box
to see
cutter.
her teeth. If the bitch took you to dinner and she eating a steak and she like, you'd have had to see her teeth, right? You had to see these. They even if she eating a salad, or the bitch be posting she eats stew every fucking Monday on TikTok. Yeah. As soon as you saw her go, you had to see her teeth. Like, how was you signing off?
The only reason you're letting her go down on you is if you're getting the female vasectomy.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't having no clit no more.
You better put her fucking mouthpiece in. Well, before she munches on some box, put the Kurt Angle mouthpiece in.
The Cesaro tops.
Bottom, you put them both in, bitch.
Yeah, and or unless she's just eating straight ass. But you can't chew on a colon; it's inside of you.
That's why her teeth are like that, because
that's what I'm saying. Like,
eat ass.
That bitch's teeth is crazy. You letting that bitch eat you out? You crazy? You a braver man than any man use the bravest stud than any man on. I don't care. You more braver than the crocodile hunter, and that nigga is the bravest nigga ever. R.I.P. Crocodile Hunter, man. That's why I hate stingrays now. I will shoot a stingray on fucking sight. You know what? Top 3 white person, Crocodile Hunter. We have Jeff Hardy, we have Tony Hawk, and now we have the fucking Crocodile Hunter, because Crocodile Hunter was my nigga. He didn't do no wrong. He just trying to save crocodiles.
Well,
I digress. We wrestling show. We in wrestling show.
Is Sticks. Sticks. What did you think of the
NXT? I will finish this top 5 before the end of this episode.
What did you think of All Ego coming out there with Trick getting put through a table, and the women's tag team match?
All Ego coming out. I like how he hit the Booker T. Singing the song. That was great. I mean, we'll talk probably a little bit more about that in this episode. It was like your typical contract signing. Everybody knew it. Someone's going through table. All Ego just went ahead and just got that shit out the way. So he did that. All Teeth out there, just doing what she does best, holding the clipboard, titties be tittying. I mean, showing them pearly whites off. So got that women's tag match. It was great. I mean, the chemistry not only with Lyra and Tatum, but with all four women as a tag team in this match was great. Like you said, this is what you wanted from Lyra and Tatum. Then we were hoping after Lyra lost the championship, you would have hoped this is what they could have did because we now see the potential for Tatum. Like she has taken her opportunities and ran with them. So this is what you should do. You should have done with her. It would have kept Lyra and her somewhat relevant on TV. Rosemary and Sleepy Chew. I mean, we all. I mean, two out of the three legs of the tripod think Rosemary's getting done dirty, but it is what it is. She's a great character. Backstage stuff on NXT and TNA have been great. Now having someone with Sleepy Chew, she's taking her under her wing to do segments, but also hopefully, as which we saw on TNA, maybe also helping her with some of her in-ring work. So start of NXT, great. We had the in-ring segment, in-ring action, great for Tuesday night.
By the way, I can see the writing on the wall. This is going to end with Rosemary versus Sleepy Chew. Rosemary goes over. Sleepy Chew, go back to sleep, bitch. Up next, it was Hammerstone versus Tony D with the family. Tony D put up some offense, but Hammerstone handed him his ass. So much so that Tony D walked out. Hammerstone wins via countout. Zachy Valvita jumps the fucking barricade, comes out and shows footage of Wes attacking Trey Miguel in the parking lot. Zach's pissed. Tyrese Halliburton from the Indiana Pacers gonna get contract signed by Trick and All Ego. The crowd is all over this asshole. What the fuck kind of random shit is this, by the way? Sexy Red is returning to St. Louis as well. The crowd goes mild. Ashanti.
Booker T was happy though.
Oh, for sure. And Charmel started paying attention as soon as.
Yeah, he was already kicked out of the house again.
Ashanti versus Eddie Thorpe. Book on that caviar wishes and champagne
dreams.
Honestly, Ashanti needs to focus more on his opponent and not on some mid sniz in the crowd.
Facts.
Yeah, Eddie put him away. Sticks. Hammerstone versus Tony D. Any thoughts on Tyrese? And Ashanti versus Eddie.
Tony D and Hammerstone. It was a good match. You could tell that the conflict that the Don had and has during this match. Also great to have Hammerstone on TV. I mean, anytime we got another TNA talent on NXT television, great. Like you said, it led to the Don walking out, so you're kind of wondering, well, what's going on? We find out a little bit more later. Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese been in WWE for a little bit, huge fan. He's had some back and forth on NXT, and I think he was also had a little back and forth with some people on the main roster. So plus with them being down in Orlando Magic, Indiana Pacers. I mean, playoff history. Good throw there. Adonis and fucking Eddie Thorpe. He gave some chick in the fucking crowd a flower, and instead of find this chick on Plenty of Fish or on Tinder, he just walked out, got paid, found her, probably took her back and smashed after the show. On a day of work for an NXT mid-card superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Cesar, we had Hammerstone versus Tony D. What'd you think?
Yeah, old Tony D. Hold on, I'm trying to see if was Tyrese Halliburton on the Olympic basketball. He was on the
yeah,
Olympic
yeah, he was. They said they talked about it.
All right. Yeah, man. Look, Tony D. Tony D had some beef with old Hammerstone because he didn't get the job done. Paid that cracker for a job, right? Cracker ain't get it done. He want a little bit of his money back. As the average person was. As the person would do. But, you know, when you do business, you got to be like, hey, Cracker, you told me to fight this motherfucker. I did that. He just happened to win. Ain't my problem. I did that shit. So if you mad, fuck you. And then, you know, Don can't let no ego go. So he's like, fuck you too. And then they had to fight. So they got to fight. Fight ain't turned out good for the Don. They were a little back and forth doing some shit. Don felt like he couldn't get it done, and then he got a little counted out. He gave up. He's like, man, fuck this Cracker. I ain't got to do this. I'm the Don. Don NXT. I'm walking out of here. Y'all can eat a dick. We'll figure out some shit later. That with Don. But Don didn't feel like doing it, man. He didn't feel like keeping up with it, so he left. What was next?
After that, we had Ashanti, well, do you want to talk about Tyrese Halliburton?
Tyrese Halliburton, a bitch ass nigga from Indiana, and he said he gonna get the title. He gonna get the contract signed, and then he didn't know Mr. Superman Stone, who picked him up from the airport, but Superman Stone lied to Ava. Who cares? Okay.
Ashanti versus Eddie.
Yeah, Ashanti came out with his bitch ass trying to flirt on some white woman, you know, because he can't get no real sis. Dr. Umar was mad. Dr. Umar probably talked about it for 20 seconds because Ashanti trying to get some snow bunny. She looked like she was sitting next to a Cracker. I don't know if she was with that Cracker, but she gave old Ashanti a kiss, and then he fought Moon Knight. Fucking Moon Knight. Moon Knight came out there with that Cracker shit and that Indian shit that he does. He was hitting the rain dance all the way down to the ring. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, Moon Knight pinned this bitch at.
Yep.
Like, you can't beat Moon Knight. Fucking Moon Knight. You can't beat Moon Knight, nigga. They gave him Moon Knight a push. You was on the main show. You know what I'm saying? You was found with Swerve and then went to the main show. Then you had to reinvent yourself with old Cedric Alexander. And now you losing to Moon Knight? Moon Knight, nigga? For shame. For fucking shame. Moon Knight's only claim to fame is getting some butt from Dakota Kai. And you lose to a nigga like that.
And Jamie Hayter.
And wait, Moon Knight fucked Jamie Hayter?
Yep.
That confirmed?
Yep.
Hold on, Moon Knight. Hold on, Moon Knight. I did not know about your game. You hit Dakota Kai and Moon Knight. You ain't made it in the hall yet. You ain't made it in the hall. You ain't like no Tyler Great or no Finn Balor.
But they getting the jacket sized. They're getting that jacket sized.
Yeah. You like Tiger. You know, you like Tiger when he was gone for like 5 years and then came back and won the Masters. I got my eye on you, Moon Knight. Because I mean, he had Jamie Hayter and fucking Dakota. Sorry, Moon Knight. I did not realize your game.
He's getting pussy from 2 companies.
Damn, across the water. You cutting checks, Nick? Okay, Moon Knight. Okay, Moon Knight.
Up next was Cesar's least favorite part of the program. I don't even know if he watched it. So let's refresh his memory.
What was it?
CM Punk came out.
Oh, God. Yeah, fucking.
Interrupted by the Prodigy. Roxanne.
Where's my remote? I'm going to turn the game on. Is Washington still beating Cincinnati?
Probably Punk's favorite. She looks like AJ's younger sister, by the way. Roxanne tells Punk she prefers his wife. She says she should have been a Drew McIntyre fan. Book laughs. Cesar just ordered a dozen Roxanne shirts during this segment.
I didn't watch it.
Julia comes out, doesn't say much. Roxanne tries to attack her. Punk starts feeling up Roxanne, holding her back. What was the point of this segment? Is Punk?
Why was he here when they're going to be there next week?
Is Punk going to stick his old ass in this match somehow? More to that later. Tony D says he's afraid of Obafemi in the back with his family. It's kind of flashbacks to Rocky. No Catch Cracks versus Cedric and Javon. The Oppen Ninja sporting some Japanese on his gear now.
Bounty.
Not only did his gear improve, but his in-ring work has improved as well. Kalani gets her a piece of Ren because Ren slapped her earlier. Javon hits his delayed corkscrew finish, but barely connected, but still won. It was all right. Good match. Of course, I'm not going to object to seeing Javon Evans on my TV, Cesar. Since you did not see the CM Punk segment, what did you think of the
watched
No
it.
Catch Cracks versus Cedric and Javon?
I watched that bullshit.
I knew it.
Just because I knew Julia was going to come out because he said her name like 3 times. So, it was wrestling lore.
Beetlejuice. No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So CM Trash came out and I fast forwarded through that part. And then Roxanne came out and then I started watching. And Roxanne was talking, she beat everybody, blah, 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 blah. And she wanted to know why CM Trash was there and why he a bitch ass nigga. And I was like, yeah, you asking Roxanne, why he a bitch ass nigga? Why does old ass 48-year-old cracker still think he best in the world? He ain't even John Cena. John Cena can still go. CM Trash can't. He broken down. He hurt. He fucked up. But she still talked some shit to him, and he said that she had a chip on her shoulder, like he had a chip on her shoulder. I think everybody got a chip on their shoulder. When you go to the top, everybody want to be on the top. And he said Julia's name 5 times, and Julia came out. Julia was looking good, you know what I'm saying? She looking like she needs some black dick in her life. She was out there like, hey, Carpe, as soon as I win this title, I'm gonna meet you at the Big Brunch Cantina for some wings. We gonna share a plate. And I was like, I don't share food, bitch. Fuck out of here. Get your own plate, and you gonna pay. But I'm gonna give you the piping of your life, the best 48 seconds you ever had in your life. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm gonna give it to her. She was like, all right, cool, because I'm gonna be just finished wrestling a match. And I was like, well, if you ain't gonna shower, I ain't gonna eat your ass because I don't swing that way. But I'll still give you the piping of your life, 48 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, all right, cool. That's what we was talking to. Dude. It was she was looking through the camera. You know what I'm saying? I had the nigga quest on and I was sitting front row. And that's what I was sending back through the nigga quest. You know what I'm saying? And she was looking at me, talking to me. It was like Professor X with Cerebro. It was mind talk. You know what I'm saying? It was all through the brain. That's what she was telling me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was telling her.
Well, that's how
You know
she
what I'm
was
saying?
able to understand you because she doesn't understand.
Yeah, she don't understand English.
With the Ninja Quest,
But Nick was on. Yeah, it was going in Japanese and in her brain, and it was coming back to English over here. That's
how it works.
That's how it works with Nick Quest, man. Y'all don't know nothing about this shit. But that's how it works. That's how it works. It translates. It's like an instant translator, man. It's like the new Google update, instant translator.
You have the ninja captions. She has the actual ninja captions.
Yeah. Subtitles. You know what I'm
ain't.
saying? Just like anime. That shit come over there, bro. And she was like, oh shit. And that's how we talk.
Exactly.
Okay. And then CM Trash and Roxanne was in the ring. So they gonna fight. They gonna fight and shit. And CM Trash saved Julia from Roxanne trying to hit her with the title. What was that gonna do? The bitch has a whole week to get ready. Even if you hit the bitch with the title, what? She gonna be on some concussion protocol? This ain't the NFL, bitch. Okay, you hit the bitch with the title, she's still gonna show up next week to whoop your monkey ass in the ring. So, this was just a way to hype up the title match with dumb nigga in the ring. I don't know why we need this dumb nigga.
I don't even know if it boosted the ratings. I haven't even looked. I'm not.
It didn't boost it for me. I almost turned the shit off. I like when Roxanne came out. I said, "Oh, maybe I need to watch this because Julia gonna come out." But if it was just dumb trash ass CM Punk talking, I wouldn't have cared. I was like, "We're going to Chicago next week. That's when the match is. Why do we need this?" But obviously, he was there. So
Catch Cracks versus Cedric and Javon.
Yeah. So Bounty was fighting old. Wait, was this the tag match? No, it wasn't a tag.
Yeah, it was a tag
Yeah,
match.
this was a tag match. It was a tag match. It was a tag match. Because they got screwed out a couple last week, so they fighting in the tag match and they doing work. They doing dirt. It's a good ass match. It was a good ass match. Trying to keep something going there. I think this will lead to possibly what I think will be a really good match is Cedric Alexander versus Charlie Dempsey. Possibly for the cup. I think that will be a good ass match. Because Javon's young, man. Javon doesn't need to win any titles right now. He just needs to fucking focus on the match. Plus, he talked to Ava earlier about getting on the show. And then after this, they divulged that he's fighting Randy Orton and the St. Louis show, which is going to be fucking real good because they both have RKOs. There's just one is more flashier than the other, so I think that's what's going to make it a really good match.
You can say one is more bouncier than the other.
Yeah, than the other one. But which I think will be good. But no, the tag match was great. We got your boy back. Devontae? He's back from Japan, so he's got to get back on TV. He's got to get in some matches, so they put him with Cedric Alexander and the bout and the young OJ. And it was a good match, man. We know NXT can deliver tag matches good out of nowhere. So good shit. Nothing wrong with it. And then he's fighting Randy Orton in 2 weeks. Oh no, 3 weeks.
We had CM Punk going out there so the crowd can fluff him up. Interrupted by Roxanne, then interrupted by Julia, and then we had the no catch cracks versus Cedric and Javon. What'd you think?
CM Punk out there hyping up the card for Chicago because it's his hometown. Roxanne comes out. Then once you see Roxanne, Julia's gonna come out, start hyping up the match. I'm not mad at it. You're trying to get a guy who they think is good on the mic coming out, hyping it up, giving a little bit of that shine to the women. So it's what you're gonna do. You bring people down to help hype up stuff for the main roster for your future talent. So it's all right. Tag team match, like you said, Oppen Ninja came back from across the pond. Like you said, Mangry, he looked good. Looked like that work that he did overseas there helped out.
The confidence.
You don't know, oh yeah. Yeah, well, you can go over there with some other professionals, pick up some tips, pick up some stuff, maybe do some in-ring training over there that it isn't on like on their Chinese television, pick up some stuff. That helps out. Like you said, a young OG, you gotta get him on TV somehow. The guy's great in the ring. Cedric Alexander, a lot of people forget can go in the ring. So put him in there with a young talent, the young OG. Put him in there with the quarter cracks. Get 4 people on TV. Wasn't a bad match. Chemistry looked good in that tag match. So NXT still doing the damn thing, still doing good work with these guys.
Up next, JC Jane with the Influence versus Lola Vice. Can you pass me that, please? Pass the what? The Cholula Green.
Green, Vic.
Tatum's wedgie was the star of the first hour, but Lola's cheeks just took over the show. After every kick thrown, the cameraman caught them cheeks jiggle. Spinning back fist takes out JC. Jasmine and Fallon attack post-match, but miss Pac for the save. But Lola's upset. All the refs ran to the ring for a chance to be the meat in that taco war. Tyrese Halliburton in the ring trying to get a contract signed. He's got his backup in front row. Trick trying to help him with the fans, not working. Slips up on his trash talk to Ethan Page, which I love all ego how he points it out. I love how he pays attention and he sticks it. He ad-libbed that into his promo at the end of the night. That's how much of a pro Ethan Page is. All Ego says he's the Boston Celtics. Says the All Ego era will continue to make history. Ego signs a contract. CM Punk comes out again. He's going to ref Trick Ego match CW. Sticks, what'd you think of JC versus Lola? And then the final segment of the night.
Yeah, JC versus Lola. You talk about another talent you need to get on TV for NXT. You got to get Lola out there. With JC and the Fatal Influence, you got to get them on TV. We saw a little backstage thing with Lola and Miss Parker. So you kind of were wondering if Miss Parker was going to come out. Lola was able to pick up that dub. Numbers game, all jumped her, tacked her. Miss Parker out for the save. Miss Parker, she like two people. So they were able to do 2 to 3. She was able to clear the ring. Like you said, the refs all came out, all wanted to get the rub of Miss Parker and Lola. So they were able to do that. Final segment, like you said, Ethan Page was able to catch the slip up that Trick had, and was able to incorporate it. I mean, we wouldn't expect anything less from All Ego. I mean, this guy's been in multiple companies. He knows how to pay attention. I mean, even though it's NXT and he had to go through the PC. I mean, they showed I saw a picture of the class that he was in, of like 4 or 5 people that got called, that were brought. I mean, he's a professional. He's gonna do this stuff. Trick, like Tyrese, he talked about the security people, his basketball players, poked a little fun at the crowd for being Orlando Magic fans. All Ego able to get the NBA reference in, being a Boston Celtics. And then we found out what CM Punk was trying to say before he was rudely interrupted from Roxanne. He's going to be the special guest referee. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less. It's Chicago. They're going to CM Punk it out. They're going to have him be integrated in probably just about every segment of NXT, of that NXT show. And in the main, probably going to be the main event. He's got to be there front and center. So I'm not mad at it. I mean, we'll see how it goes. It's not bad. I mean, it was not a bad segment. So,
well, Cesar, if I may start my letter to Santa now, the top of the list, I hope this is the baby steps of Lola and Miss Parker becoming a solid, legit tag team and winning the tag title, so they can be on NXT, they can be on Raw, be on SmackDown. The exposure alone, 6'3", on them cheeks, baby.
That's too much booty meat to put on TV.
Well, Cesar, what do you think of JC versus Lola?
It was a lot of quick. It was real quick. JC got her shit in. Everybody got their shit in. I'm gonna give it the Cesar 316. Everybody got their shit in, but they got it in like a 5-6 minute match, because remember, before this was the promo, or what was it after this? No, it was after this. The promo was cut with Tony D telling Rizzo that he was scared because Oba's a different beast. He's a machine. He keeps going. It was why he quit in the match with Hammerstone. Tony D admitted that, yes, he is the Don, but he's scared. He's scared of Oba Femi. Because remember, even in that match, Oba said that Tony's a broken man from losing to him previously. And Tony said he was scared, but Rizzo had to remind him that, he's the head of the family. And if he fights Oba again and he loses, as long as he gives 100%, he can live with that. That's always a good promo to have, man. It's like the Rocky 4 promo. Or Rocky 3 promo. Sorry. When Rocky lost to Mr. T. And then Apollo was training him. And then that cracker said, I'm scared. I'm scared. He gonna beat my ass. Mickey's dead. Mickey was protecting me, and I'm a bitch. And Apollo was like, nigga, you think I'm running on this beach for free? Get your bitch ass back in this ring, nigga. You beat me, and I'm the greatest. Get your bitch ass back in this ring. I'm a black nigga teaching your white ass how to fight. And Rizzo was like, yeah, you've been fighting all your life, Don, you piece of shit. Put your heart into it, you faggot. And then he was like, yeah, you right. I gotta sell these drugs on the dock. And I gotta shoot and throw niggas in the trunk and kill them. Cause I'm the Don. And then so, he back. You know what I'm saying? But no, this match was good. It was quick, but everybody got their shit in. It shows that one-on-one that Lola is still a person to be fucked with. Lola needed a good dub, and then they stomped her down, and then Jada showed up to fight off those bitches, and then Lola hit her on the shoulder, and Jada went for the backhand, and Lola dodged it. She's like, "Hold on, bitch, what you doing? Why you throwing the backhand towards me, bitch?" And she was like, "Well, shit, it was a 3-on-1, ho. You better be more careful. I'm swinging at the gates because I'm Jada Parker. I'm crazy. I had a bat last week. Some cracker named Scorpion sent it to me with an unsigned letter. And, we all know it was really a racist. It was a racist trying to trick her into racist shit. That's why she didn't have it this week. She's like, oh, I felt the racism in that bat. And she threw it away. But I digress. If what you say, Sangria, if we can get some of the finest talent that NXT has produced, if we can get two big booty baddie bitches to team up to not only fight the injustice of the whites in NXT. That's what I'm calling Fallon and JC Jane and Jasmine Nix. Still fine, though. All of them still fine. But to fight some white injustice. You know what I'm saying? Not the Ku Klux Klan, but the Clit clan. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
How am I going to get away with that name?
Yeah, man. The Clit clan is
Damn it.
three fine whites.
Oh,
and
shit.
Dr. Umar himself would probably have trouble turning
There's
down.
no way they're going to allow this.
I'm just saying. What are you talking about, man?
They're not going to allow this, but I'll try it. Only 9 people watch, so fuck it.
Better spell it with a C, nigga. The Clit clan. I'm just saying.
That's funny. That's golden, right?
But if we can get Lola Vice and Miss Park. Hey, Miss Parker. To be a tag team and fight for those tag team titles.
How did you come up with that? That is
what talking about. What do you mean how did I come up with it? I've been drinking.
I
don't come up with this shit, Sangria. This shit
brilliant.
flies out. You think I sit here and think about this shit for this dumbass podcast? I'm just out here drinking in these streets.
The Clit clan, that's a Hall of Fame worthy fucking title for the episode, man.
I'm just saying, man.
Well, okay. Besides the Clit clan, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Adding CM Punk to the main event title match in Chicago.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get the numbers that they want, or do you think this won't move the needle?
Well,
what is he gonna do? He's just gonna count, but he can't start a program with fucking Trick or Ego.
No, he's not. He's not gonna start a program. He's not.
It's a one-time deal, right?
Unless they plan. All right. Here's the only thing. If Trick wins, because how long has Ego been wrestling?
I don't know the exact years, but it's been a pretty good amount. I mean, it's got to be at least double-digit years.
Yes, I'm saying over 10, 12?
Yeah.
Okay. The only way, and still, I don't even see this because when Drew's done. Well,
let's just say this. Are we sure that Drew's not going to come down and fuck CM Punk up? And then that does something to the match?
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea because the only thing I was thinking, sorry to cut you off, Stinger. The only thing I was thinking was, let's say it's a clean match, right? Let's say it's a clean match, and Trick somehow wins. because I was thinking Ego's got double-digit years, right? Like 10 to 12.
18.
Fuck, 18?
He debuted in 2006.
Okay, he's an 18-year-old veteran. If he loses this title and somehow shows up at, because it's all the same weekend. NXT is like October 2nd. Bad Blood is like October 5th. If Trick wins, Ego shows up at Hell in a Cell and costs CM Punk the match with Drew and starts that program because we don't know when Seth comes back, that'd be the only way I could see it progressing, because they just wanted Ego to like take the title off Trick, because Trick, as we all think about it, Trick isn't ready, but Trick was the only choice at the time because they were calling up everybody else, right? And with working with Pete Dunne and seeing other people and fighting other people, like, that's the only way I could recognize him, because Ego doesn't need to be in NXT long, but they wanted to give him props because he's been in wrestling for so long that he won the title really, really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Guys have been wrestling for a while. They won the title over adversity, and then Kevin Owens beat the shit out of Sami Zayn, and then so Ego wins the title. He holds it for a while. He loses it because I don't know, something happens. Let's even say Drew comes down there and beats the shit out of CM Punk, and the new ref comes in and he gets pulled out, and then CM Punk gets back in and counts to 3, and Trick wins the title. So Ego goes up to Raw, disrupts the Hell in a Cell, somehow gets in the match, or distracts the referee, pulls the referee out, puts the referee back in. Drew wins. And then it's like, obviously CM Punk doesn't wrestle every night, but moving to the next pay-per-view, that's his first feud. That'd be a crazy first feud. Because on Raw, as much as I hate him, man, I don't think he's shit anymore. On Raw, Ego versus CM Punk at a pay-per-view where they fight for the first time is a big deal.
You're thinking of it as the namesake, like to have Ethan Page, to be able to have like the CM Punk name on his resume, regardless if he wins or loses.
But that's his first feud on the main roster.
Yeah, it helps boost up the character and the resume of Ethan Page.
You're right,
yes.
Cesar.
Yeah.
Right. All Ego, he doesn't need to be in NXT long because he got his feet wet. He won the championship. He has main roster promo skills.
Right. But plus with the TNA crossover, you can get guys to take over that NXT title like Josh Alexander, like Joe Hendry, like God willing Moose, like those guys who could come over.
The King.
Like the King, the King of TNA, and well, not yet, but Lexus King. Lexus King was like a fucking North American.
Sorry. Frankie.
Yeah.
Frankie.
Yeah. Lexus King's the North American champ. But the King, Frankie, Frank come over there. Frank can come over there and run NXT and still show up on TNA every week. That way, if you want to have Nick Zimuth fucking run TNA, can you imagine Frankie Kazarian being the champ of fucking NXT? He's a guy 20 years in the league who can hold the title, another heel. That's why you build up faces to fight him, and it would be great. Sorry, Sticks. You were gonna say something.
No, this is what they wanted for NXT. You're able to get a guy like Ethan Page, get his feet wet in WWE.
Yeah.
He could become the champion. Hold it till you get to the CW show. Trick beats him, and so we get a new, I guess, reborn era of NXT. going on to CW. He could be Trick can be the face of that going in there. And then Ethan Page, he handled WWE well because he's a seasoned vet. He was able to do the in-ring stuff great. No problems in the ring, on the mic. He loses and he gracefully goes up to the main roster like so many former NXT talents and former NXT champions have. And you saw what you were able to get with him. He's already prepackaged. He came out, you unwrapped him. He was everything you wanted. So now you're able to send him up to the main roster ready to go, and then you're able to usher in the CW NXT era.
We have one more USA Network NXT, which is tomorrow or today when you're listening to this. And then that's it. We're going to the CW. Exciting things happening in WWE programming right now. I'm watching.
Plus, Ricky Starks could also show up.
Oh, shit.
Maybe.
By the way, I got to give you props to that mic, Cesar. That mic is awesome. I thought you were going to say something.
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
That being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, all 9 of you who watch and listen, and then stay tuned as always. We got APPW going on, got After Party Hangover going on. The Steel Real After Party podcast is returning shortly. Be sure to check that out, listen to it, like all of Zanka's memes. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we do what we do best here on the Tripod. We give that big ups, not to Butch, but to Stallion Pete.